Fashionista hacks, how to buy the brands you love without breaking the bank. In this fourth video of my self-care series, I'm going to give you 5 great hacks on how to buy name brand clothes, shoes, accessories that you love, even when your budget is tight. As I mentioned in my 10 basic essentials of self-care video, beauty and fashion are fun but important ways for us to care for ourselves. I don't know about you, but when I look good, I feel confident, and that feeling permeates into the rest of my day. Whatever it is I'm doing, if I'm working out in cute workout clothes, I have a better workout. If I'm going out in the town in a flirty little black dress and sexy heels, I'm gonna have a good time no matter what. If I'm conducting an important meeting and I'm feeling powerful in my dark pinstripe pantsuit, I'm gonna land my message. If I'm recording a YouTube video in a fun off-the-shoulder dress and cute, colorful, eye-catching earrings, then everyone who watches is going to subscribe to my YouTube channel. A girl can dream, can't she? I just love fashion. From long, flowy maxi dresses to high heel shoes to handbags to sunglasses. I also have certain brands that I really like. Lilly Pulitzer for colorful summer dresses. White House Black Market for office clothing. Lululemon for yoga pants. Tory Burch for flat sandals and accessories. Coach and Burberry for handbags. The list goes on and on. However, as a single mom and only parent, I don't have loads of cash laying around to buy these brands as often as I want. I don't think twice about splurging on my daughter, but when it comes to me, I always like to bargain hunt. Through the years, I've developed some good techniques, which keeps my closet overflowing with nice clothes, shoes, and handbags that I'm proud to show off. I'm going to share 5 of my hacks with you, so be sure to watch till the end, okay? I just want to take a quick moment here to ask a favor. If you like this video and find it helpful, please hit the like button and make sure to subscribe to my channel, ring the bell, and turn on notifications. So my first hack is sales, clearance, and coupons. This might sound kind of basic, but I'm going to give you some tips here. I really never buy anything at full price. If I see something I like, I wait till it goes on sale or even clearance. But how do you know when something goes on sale, right? Well, it's actually pretty easy nowadays. If you go on a store's website, they will immediately ask you to sign up with them. And typically what you're going to need to provide is just your email address, and they will sign you up. They will usually also give you an introductory coupon for your first purchase. These introductory coupons can usually range anywhere from 5% off to 20% off. I actually recently saw one that was 35% off. It was pretty exciting. And or sometimes they'll give you free shipping if you're purchasing online. A really nice thing about many of these introductory coupons is that you can apply them to your first purchase no matter what you're buying. So if you're buying stuff that's already on sale or clearance, you usually get an additional percentage on top of that. You do need to read the fine print, however, because this doesn't apply to all introductory coupons. So by signing up with these stores, you will typically get an email whenever they have a sale, so you will be in the know. Some stores will actually give you another coupon if you sign up for text alerts. A lot of them are getting wise now, and they make you sign up for both email and text alerts on the same day. But if there's an option, I typically won't do them both on the same day, so that hopefully I'll get that text alert prompt and another discount later on. Text alerts can be a little annoying, but you can stop them whenever you like. I do a lot of online shopping, so these coupons work very smoothly for the online shopping. However, if you like to shop in person, typically the coupons can be used for in-person shopping as well. If you're shopping online, I also suggest you do a search for promotion codes or coupon codes. Sometimes you can find a coupon code that is better than the one that you already have. So for example, I will just Google White House Black Market coupon code and they can come up on there. Some stores do let you stack coupons so that if you find one online, you can use it in addition to the one that you already have. Just make sure that you read the fine print, pay attention when you're checking out so you get the maximum benefit. And lastly, when you do get emails about sales and or additional coupons, make sure that you read them carefully so that you don't spend a lot of time shopping, deciding what you want, only to find out that the sale is only for some specific items or the coupon is only for specific items and not the ones that you spent all that time looking at and choosing. Número dos is discount clothing stores and outlet malls or outlet stores. I've always been a huge fan of discount clothing stores like TJ Maxx or Marshalls because you can find real treasures that have been deeply discounted. You just have to have the patience and the time to go through a ton of clothes because they're all mixed in. My advice with discount clothing stores is also to shop in an affluent area because they tend to have the most upscale items. However, now with the pandemic, TJ Maxx and Marshalls are now selling online, which is great. I recently saw a pair of strappy, hot Jimmy Choos on the Marshalls website. They were originally about $1,100 and they were on sale for $700. That's still too expensive for me, but I'm sure they were a steal for someone else. I'm usually not as big of a fan of outlet stores or outlet malls because their items are not as greatly discounted. However, they do have sales. So they will typically follow the same sale schedule as their regular shops. So for example, Labor Day sales, President's Day sales. I love White House Black Market, as I mentioned before, and I've purchased a lot of items at their outlet stores on sale. You can usually use coupons and coupon codes at outlet stores, which is also nice. And another perk is that the stores are usually laid out like the regular shops so that you don't have to wade through a ton of blouses you don't like to find the ones that you do like. Number 3 is credit card offers or points. Many stores have their own credit cards, and if approved, you will usually get 20% off your first purchase. Some of the stores actually will also allow you to take 20% off of anything that you purchase within 24 hours of that first purchase. A lot of proprietary credit cards will also offer some types of point systems so that you can get perks as you purchase more and more with that card. The Macy's credit card is a great example of this. They have a star reward system where you earn 2 points for every dollar you spend. Every 1,000 points equals $10 in star money. They also have different tiers depending upon how much you spend within a specific period of time, usually within a year. So for Macy's, they have silver, gold, platinum, and your earning power in terms of points is increased by each tier. In addition to retail credit cards, your general credit cards will many times give you offers for particular brands. For example, my American Express card right now has an offer for Stitch Fix. If I spend $50 or more, I'll get $25 back. That's like a one-time offer. I also saw $150 back if I spend $750 or more on Jimmy Choos. That ain't gonna happen, but it's a great offer nonetheless. If you have rewards credit cards, you can save up points to buy almost anything, or sometimes you can buy from specific stores. I know my sister likes to save up points to buy things from Athleta, which is one of her favorite shops. Number 4 is consignment shops. This is something that I only started to do fairly recently. And again, here, I really recommend going to consignment shops in affluent areas because they tend to have a lot of brand name or only brand name items. Right before the pandemic, my daughter was taking voice lessons at an upscale beach town. Since we lived 15 minutes away and the lesson was only an hour long, I would often walk into the quaint little downtown area and window shop. I discovered this great little consignment shop and decided to go in. It was chock full of brand name upscale clothes that had either been gently worn or brand new with tags. It quickly became a favorite of mine and turned me on to the concept of buying pre-owned clothing and handbags at a fraction of what I would pay if I were buying new. I did buy a brand new Free People blouse at this consignment shop for $18, and it's one of my summer favorites. So number 5 was born of this consignment shop discovery that I had. So my last hack is buying pre-owned clothing online on eBay, Poshmark, or Mercari, to name a few. Notice that again here, I'm using the term pre-owned and not necessarily used, because in a lot of cases, you're buying something that's brand new, that hasn't been used, and it still has tags on it. However, you're buying it for much, much less than if you were purchasing it at a store. In addition, I will also buy gently used clothes. It's a little trickier to do this online because you can't actually see the item right in front of you like you can when you're in a consignment shop. Also, make sure that you notice whether the seller accepts returns or not. Many of them do not. I also look at any negative comments that the seller, if any, has received to gauge whether or not I want to buy from that person or not. I never buy used shoes because you can't wash shoes, but I do purchase gently used pocketbooks only if they're very, very clean. One of my hacks is I tend to buy clothes from brands that I'm familiar with in terms of sizing. For example, I've mentioned this before a few times. I buy a lot of White House Black Market clothes, so I'm very familiar with how I fit into those sizes. If you don't know the sizing for a particular brand, you can go into a store and try on their clothes, but not buy anything, just so you get a sense of what your sizes are in that brand. Then you can feel confident buying those sizes online. If you don't want to do that, you should just measure yourself. So you're going to want to measure around your waist, your hips, and your bust. Many sellers will include measurements in the description of the item, but some do not. If that's the case, you can request them via email. Another important thing to pay attention to is the fabric. So some fabrics stretch and some don't. Anytime you see spandex, that item is going to have some stretch. So if the seller does not include the fabric makeup in the description, again, you can request it or minimally ask the seller if the item has any stretch. You can really get great bargains online. I purchased a new pair of snakeskin embossed leather Tory Burch Miller sandals that retail for $235 for $80 on eBay. The person had received them as a gift and didn't really care for them, so had never worn them, and I was able to benefit from that. I also bought a pair of Tory Burch jelly sandals that retailed for about $115 for $50 on Poshmark, and they were brand new in the box. And more recently, I purchased a pair of mint condition Tory Burch sunglasses that retail for about $250 for $50. They were gently used, and I just washed them with soap and water when I first received them. I put them in my own case, and I get compliments on them all the time. Well, that's it for today, chicas. I'm going to end with a quote and not a refrán today. La elegancia y el estilo no tienen nada que ver con el dinero. A famous quote by renowned Venezuelan American fashion designer Carolina Herrera. This really should be a refrán, in my opinion. I think I'm going to submit it as an entry to the very prestigious Junta de Refranes, or Board of Refranes. I made that up, of course. Imagine a board made up of Latina grandmothers and matriarchs. I digress. Back to the quote, which translates into elegance and style have nothing to do with money. Sure, money really helps, and I'm sure Carolina Herrera herself isn't lacking in that department. But I believe this quote to be very much on point. My beautiful mommy who spent a pittance on her wardrobe. She even designed and made her own dress for my wedding. Always stepped out of her house looking elegant, polished, and well put together. I love you and miss you, mommy. I hope I'm making you proud with my bargain hunted, but also carefully curated fashions. Well, chicas poderosas, I hope you enjoyed this video. If so, give it a like and subscribe to my channel. Please, please, por favor. Besos y abrazos a todos. Hugs and kisses to all. Mwah.